how's it going? My name is Ruby Price and welcome to a week ago. It's probably got something related to the fact that the clock's changed over the weekend, but I'm awake and out of bed at about 10ish. I'm proud of that. Am I going to do anything with my day? Probably not, but I'm awake and out of bed, so I can have breakfast, maybe lunch. 3 meals. Luxury. So the newest a week ago has gone live. For the sake of continuity, maybe go watch it. I can't force you to, but if you want to know what happened last week, you want to go watch it. I enjoyed it. Surely that should be enough. So there aren't that many things on my agenda this week other than, routinely check job listings and try and get over this fatigue that my body's sort of been experiencing over the last couple of days. This entire weekend I felt absolutely knackered and I don't really know what's caused it, but yeah, I'm hoping to get over that soon. But yeah, I've just spent the whole of today playing Fallout because I checked the jobs over the weekend and there weren't any. So I think I'm going to have a look at some recruitment agencies if I can. Because as I mentioned last week, I'm not after the job, I'm after a job. Because I've got to pay some bills. My podcast is up for renewal very, very soon. And if I don't pay that, all my old episodes will go down, and I've got plans for the future for my podcast, so I'd quite like to keep it up there. And I've just got a couple of other things as well that are coming very soon that I can't really afford, so yeah, that's annoying. I'm noticing a couple of comments on last week's a week ago about not knowing that there was a live stream happening. For clarification, Monday Night Ruubez, which was the live stream that I did, there's going to be another one on the day that this comes out, so tonight at 7ish. It'll be on tonight, and you'll probably have noticed it by now because it should be on my channel. Just thought I'd let you know so that you can come along. I'm thinking of doing them fortnightly, and I'd quite like to make these, a good thing, something enjoyable, something to come along to, something you don't want to miss out on. Hopefully I've convinced you to come along to a second one. So in an effort to make Ruubez Media more of an official thing, I just registered as a sole trader, and they asked me for, they asked me if I changed my name, and I have, and they were like, okay, so cool, what was your last name? I'm like, I changed it in 2013, and it's my dead name. Don't ask me that, and it's something that I'm probably going to have to go through again when it comes to actually sorting out a gender recognition certificate, because one, I'd quite like to be legally female, on documents and stuff, but also just, I was waiting for self-ID because it very much looked like when I was finishing my transition that self-ID was going to become a thing, so I wouldn't have had to pay for anything. But, fuck that apparently, because, gotta protect those single-sex spaces, you fucking... I'm just annoyed, because, it's irrelevant what my last name was when it was 2013. It's 2020, for God's sake. No one has called me by my dead name in so many fucking years. It's wrong. There's no need to ask for that. Yeah, sure, maybe if I changed it in the last 3 or whatever, whilst there was the potential for any sort of, company involvement in that. But 2013, I was in college. Yeah. So that was a fun way to start Tuesday. And hey, if you need any videos editing, please consider hiring me, because I have tons of experience and 0 money and 0 things to do with my time currently. Also in lighter news, I guess you could say at least, more bittersweet news. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, my Songs for Ruby Tuesday Spotify playlist is sort of ending, going on hiatus, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to be updating it from now, because one, my Spotify's run out, so I won't be listening to as much new music, because money, it all ties in. So I've done the greatest hits of Songs for Ruby. Shut up. So I've gone for a greatest hits set of songs rather than 15 new songs. So I've gone for songs that I felt an instant connection with, or like made it onto the Songs for Ruby Tuesday playlist, and then I played them so many times afterwards as well. I listen to the Songs for Ruby Tuesday playlist. It's not just a playlist for other people to listen to, it's also a playlist I used a lot, and I'm quite sad that I'm, you know, calling it a day on it, but what else am I supposed to do? But yeah, there's a link in the description to it if you want to go and check it out. 15 songs. They're all songs that have been on the Songs for a Ruby Tuesday playlist before, but as I mentioned, these are the ones that like gave me that, you know, these are the best of those 15 songs in my opinion. We've got My Chemical Romance, Kill the Silence, Prestamiko, Dream State, Enter Shikari, Wargasm, Raiders, Witch Fever, All Time Low, McFly, Mahatma Raindrop, Luke Rainsford, As It Is, Dodie, and Frank Carr and the Rattlesnakes. And those are all, it's also interesting that those are 15 artists who are probably the most prominent across, other than Prestamiko, you know, 15 artists who are probably the most prominent across those things. I wish I could listen to it ad-free because my Spotify just happened to run out yesterday, but, you know, maybe I should have planned it better. Songs for Ruby Tuesday, greatest hits. It's on Spotify. Go listen to it. So for the last 2 days I've sent out about 25 podcast interview like invitations. Like loads yesterday, loads today. And one of the ones I sent off last week is came back pretty much immediately saying, ooh, send me an email next week because we might have something for you. So later in the week, this week, I'm going to be trying to sort that one out. And that one's really exciting. So I'm hoping that that one actually does pull through because that'd be good. That would be good. Yeah. But now I'm gonna try and stimulate my brain with something, I guess. Something. Well, it's Wednesday. We got the sausages that I like yesterday. The Linda McCartney chorizo and red pepper sausages. Oof, they're good. They're good. So I've had a toasted sausage sandwich for breakfast. Vegan sausage, obviously. Yeah, it's good. So I played some Formula 1, some guitar. Had food twice. Yeah. The weather's horrendous. So I thought I'd just do some comfort activities. Because I've got an appointment tomorrow morning. Yeah. I'm trying to sort some short-term stuff out to try and, you know, not be financially unviable. So, yeah. Cookies, 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 cookies. Cookies. Don't you just love being dead-named by the government on a Thursday morning? Basically, when I changed my name in 2013, I updated my HMRC stuff. And I received a letter acknowledging that this was going to be changed. And I've been trying to do some stuff with the government websites recently to, like, you know, basically apply for universal credit. Yeah, they were having some issues with my account because my details are considered sensitive. So I went on to check, like, with my national insurance stuff because that was the thing that was stopping it. And basically, they just never updated anything. So I, like, clicked on it, was like, change details, and received an email directed at Mr. I was like, why? Yeah, that's annoying. It's really fucking annoying. 2013 is when I updated these details. 2013 is when I literally have that letter from HMRC acknowledging the change of details. Legal change of details. Can't wait to go through all this again when I apply for a gender recognition certificate. One small fringe trim later, I should probably just, you know, add on. Basically, you know, this is a HMRC problem, not a universal credit problem. Because, you know, the people who've been, well, the person who I've been speaking to over the phone about the universal credit stuff has been really lovely, and, you know, it's just like, I know this is frustrating, and I know you're in a less than fortunate position, hence why you're applying for the service. But yeah, she's been, you know, really helpful and nice and stuff, and it's basically HMRC should have actually updated my details when, you know, they said they were going to update my details. But basically they can't do anything at the minute until they manage to get access to my sensitive information, which is hilarious. Well, they are ringing me back, but they don't know if it's going to be today, so I guess I'm waiting. Yeah, heard back from a job, didn't get a job, so the search continues. What we're watching?
Ratland.
NXT.
I'm not eating anything. You can't have it, it's mine.
But yeah, last night was Halloween Havoc with NXT, and well, some people need to go to bed because they work, so we didn't watch it last night. But
one of us nearly worked through a second night, but luckily we got out of it.
yeah, but no, we're gonna watch some wrestling. Well, I figure I should probably start vlogging at some point today. It's 6 PM. Yeah, just a combination of things have really wiped me out today. Like yesterday, the whole name situation took its toll. I didn't realise it at the time, but it completely like fucked me up. Because I thought I'd solved this because I had an issue with HMRC last year, I think it was. But anyway. And then, like, there's been a lot of things circulating regarding the BBC Pride and trans identities, which has also been really fucking shit to look at. So there's also that. So essentially today, whilst I've been up, besides having Marmite on toast, I've mostly just been playing Fallout and drinking tea. And now eating pretzels. The Mandalorian's out. What?
Chinese? That is truly terrifying.
Welcome to Knowledge is Power!
Well, I just watched a really exciting qualifying for the, like, Imola Grand Prix. Yeah. Yet another strong, so far, race weekend for tracks that aren't supposed to be on the calendar, but absolutely should be. Like, if tomorrow is a really good race, one that's going to be, you know, interesting to watch and stuff, like, the people in charge of F1 absolutely have to take note of that, because we've got so many shit circuits on the calendar, and we're adding so many more shit circuits to the calendar, and they're just shit, basically. You know, we've had, what, Nürburgring, Mugello, Imola and Portimao all make appearances this season, and so far, touch wood, they've all produced fantastic races that we just don't get with, like, Russia. We don't really get it with, like, Abu Dhabi. If Imola is a good race tomorrow, which fingers crossed it will be, F1, you've got to take notice of that. Even George Russell today said in qualifying, F1 needs more circuits like this on the calendar. Do it. So it hasn't been announced yet, properly at least, if it is going to happen. But it looks very much like the entire country is going back into a national lockdown. Meaning that all pubs, restaurants and non-essential shops are going to have to close. And it's like, yeah, but you probably should have done this earlier. Like, this is ridiculous. And no, I'm not the Prime Minister, no, I don't have the pressures of running the country, but also, maybe, you know, if the Prime Minister had any backbone, this country wouldn't have required a second national lockdown. It makes no difference to me. I actually don't understand why some people are finding it so hard to stick to, you know, being safe during COVID. You don't have to go outside, like, you know, you don't have to socialise in massive fucking groups. I saw a comment yesterday that was like, oh, all these people calling for a second lockdown, like, none of them are unemployed, none of them, like, aren't receiving government, like, financial help, none of them, you know, are suffering from poor mental health. Hello, I'm here and I'm calling for a second national lockdown. I know what this is. This is the way of the government trying to keep Christmas going, and fuck Christmas, fuck Christmas. So first things first, I'm not the realist, but I just want to sort of like apologise for my tardiness with vlogging this week. I've just had a bad week, which is unfortunate, but can't be helped. Second, last night was fun. We had a sealed game of Magic the Gathering, which I'm not normally one for playing, but you know, I enjoyed it. Sealed is basically when, you know, in a group you get given several packs of like booster packs from the same set, and you build a deck out of that. I enjoyed it. It was interesting having to think about like strategies and stuff of like how different cards could work together. All based on cards that you're, you know, experiencing for the first time. What else was there? We played Quiplash, which is, you know, always pretty much guaranteed fun. And I went to bed about halfway through a Dara O'Brien stand-up comedy special because I was fucking knackered. I've been really tired this week. I think it's just being worn out, but yeah. Anyway, today we've got some Formula 1 to watch in my Grand Prix. I hope it's as good as I built it up to be yesterday. That would be nice. So not quite the race that I was hoping for, but it was still an entertaining race in the end. Without the virtual safety car and without the safety car itself, like, all the chaos and stuff that ensued just wouldn't have happened. Shame for George Russell to not finish when he was running in the points. That would have tipped today. That would have absolutely, like, you know, finished today. But yeah, Imola was decent. And so on this recently showered note, I'm going to call that a week. Don't forget there's a live stream tonight, 7 PM, if you're watching this on Monday, the day this goes out. If you're not, there will be a Monday Night Ruubez live stream on my YouTube channel in 2 weeks from the Monday that's tomorrow, so make sure you come to that. I say that provided like there isn't something going on that causes it to get, you know, rescheduled or whatever, but yeah, if you did enjoy this vlog, do all that generic YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. As always, I've been Ruby Price, and I shall see you a week ago. Adios.